it's hard to realize how limited you are sometimes.
You said when you're on stage with your own songs, with your as a solo artist, you feel much more self-conscious. Is that because you feel more fragile, or maybe you're more like you give more of yourself that makes you afraid?
No, I don't. The giving of myself is fine. I mean, lyrics and things like that. It's just more like a performance. Like, do I sing well enough? Do I play well enough? Which I don't. And so my limitations as a performer become more, become more apparent to me.
Yeah, like what? What kind
I'm not a very good guitar player, and my vocal's very limited. I have a very limited range in my voice. That doesn't mean that I can't write songs and have, beautiful moments playing music. I mean, I don't think musicianship or skill is necessarily like. I don't think it's necessary to make good music, but it is something that I am. You become conscious of. That's all. It's just sometimes it's hard to realize how limited you are sometimes. And and when I play solo, that's when I realize how limited I am. But then I become very comfortable once I become comfortable with my limitations, it's great. But it always takes me a little time to get comfortable again.
Yeah, because when people are young, they think they can reach the moon. People start very. Most people start when they start in music. They start very self-secured. But
yeah.
Can you maybe draw a line in your musical past that how your self-conscience developed? Like, this is what I really am, and this is what I thought I was.
Well, I think when I first started playing music, a lot of the music that I played and the music I listened to was like very angry, and so if you were a performer, like the performers that I liked were people who were very angry and people who didn't like performing, So, and like there was just a lot of screaming and. So when I first came into music, that's what I was really attracted to. I was like, well, I can be angry on stage. I can do that. I can be angry and confused. That's why I was drawn to playing music. And then as you get older, like being angry and confused, people really don't really want to see that, or they really take it very personally. I found that like when people would come to see me play, and if I was being disagreeable or I was complaining or something, then people really took it personally and then really thought I was a jerk because of it. So slowly I kind of had to just become like, okay, well, I can't rely on being angry on stage. I have to be calm, So I just, it took me a long time to try to become calm, but by that time I'd already alienated so many people, and
also in your near surroundings, like family?
Well, no.
Okay.
No, I'm very my family and the people that I know and love. I mean, I'm very.
Okay, more you mean more your audience?
Yeah, I'm talking about my audience.
Okay.
No, I'm just, personally, like with. Personally, I've always had a very pretty happy family life, and I'm not an angry person in my personal life so much, but when it comes to my, I guess, professional life, there's a lot of, just because coming into music from from hardcore punk rock and post-punk, and it was so much about just the attitude. It's like all that takes is the desire to make music. It doesn't take skill, and all it takes is a desire, an artistic urge and a desire to do it. And but now it's not so much like that. I think people are very particular about skill, things like that. So I don't know. I mean, I've just been trying to get comfortable for years.